or equipment. When I talked to the TV that we was being not prepared, without having equipment, without having tools, and then I turned enemy of my government. Then they told that I accused badly my country, but that was true. We didn't produce any equipment. That is why I refused. Because everyone amongst us knows that if you return me that sand, then you know what will happen. Then I met Mr. Okito. We were 5. 2 Paralympics athletes and 3 coaches. We were in danger. We met Congolese support chairman and then we explained to him our problem. As they are working to help Congolese people and all the African people, then Mr. Kito told us to contact Immigration Commission to help us. Then Immigration Commission helped us to contact the lawyer office. In 3 months after, and then that's why I need to show you how Congolese support group is important. They are not extraterrestrials, but they are doing effort to help other people. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ms. Datlin Libamba, for your testimony. Thank you, that was Ms. Datlin Libamba. And we have a second testimony from Mr. Barthélemy Piana. I would like to call Mr. Piana to come over.
Vous allez faire un témoignage à Papa Piana Barthélemy.
He's going to give a quick testimony because we don't have much time. We are another person for a quick testimony is going to be Miss Monica Santo. Please welcome Miss Monica Santo.
Merci. Good afternoon. Mrs. Monica. I'm coming from east of Congo, specifically from Goma. I need to inform you what's happening in Goma, and I'm one of the victims from abuses. As Daddy Chimanga said, then there is no justice. Daddy Tiana Barthélemy said there is no justice in Congo. What we are facing in Congo, that means we are not in our country, we are living as we are foreigners. In Goma, people are suffering, they are living as animals, they are being killed, and the government does not say anything, no act. Young girls, ladies are abused. And men have been killed. as animals. Even in government forces, even in all the rebellion forces, they are killing people and abusing against wives. And myself, I was one of the victims. And I lost my husband was being killed, and I don't know where are my children now. I'm talking to you. And I have no one to help me how to find my family. And I thank God because I received the help. I came here. And I listened talking about Congolese support group, and I went to meet its chairman. And Congolese support group helped me. But unfortunately, even we explain the truth here, no one can believe you. Even the government, they are not believing us. Even we explain all the things as it happened. That's why I'm asking to you, as we can work together. And then to help our brothers who left there in the country. And specifically in east of Congo, Goma and other areas. As we need that another person to rule on Congo, as we can have the opportunity to live as a human being. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Monica. Thank you, Ms. Monica. That was her testimony. It's really sad to hear that. That's why we're here to work together to change our community and to change our country as well.
Merci Lingi pour la mademoiselle et la
venue. My French is limited to that country, so I'll start with English. My name is Sandy. I'm from Pediga and Solicitor. And these are my two colleagues, Desmond and Annika.
Je suis un Congolese support group et j'ai organisé la classe pour la langue, s'il vous plaît,
there have been a very few changes very recently. They're very minor changes only. So.
Merci beaucoup. Je crois bien que nous avons parlé quand même de beaucoup de problèmes. Nous verrons comment maintenant entrer dans les pleins fonds du problème de notre pays. Ce qui nous préoccupe surtout, et surtout qu'il y a des leaders politiques devant nous, je crois bien chacun de son côté va intervenir pour éclaircir un peu la situation.
Now, in the second part of our meeting, then we invite Mr. Kito for his speech regarding DRC situation. Thank you.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Just let me speak in English for 2 seconds. I'll come back to my language because I want to finish with my language. Bongolimu sana bada mukana bapaya kumsana usisa na mabambuka na biso. Oh, this is not working. Can you go front?
Or you can sit down.
Should be okay now. Thank you. First of all, I just want to like to say very thanks for your presence today. I can see that most people have taken the time to be with us. It's a very special evening. As we can see, it's a Congolese support group. has taken this decision today in relation to the issue that affecting our community. And secondly, we try to discuss the future of our country here at home. Today is a very unique day. We're still going to remember this day as we come to this wonderful place. It's a center for human rights action. We're taking this as a strategic place for us as Congolese people because we want to make our voice to be heard. We want the Amnesty International to work with us in the future of our country and our community. Personally, I would like to say a very thanks to Fadiga Nicole and the presence of the lawyer who has given the time to be here this afternoon, this evening with us. You've been working with Congolese people for a long time, with so many difficult situations Congolese people have been going through. The first time when I started working with Fadiga himself, it was an issue to deal with personal matter. And we built a strong relation. And Fadiga is always there to listen to Congolese people. And we've been wonderful and always remember the work, strong contribution and time given by the Fadiga solicitor. Hani was here last year, and today we have a presence of 3 other solicitors. That shows how good we can be. You're always giving your time to listen to us and work for Congolese people. Again, a very thank you. This is very unique immigration farm in the United Kingdom that has to show strong contribution and a powerful listening and a good understanding of Congolese people cases. We're still going to remember this all the time in the history of Congolese community. Thank you. In addition to this, I can see the presence of Amnesty. I'm sorry today, tomorrow has just left. I really appreciate that Amnesty has given us this time again today. And I know they have already the report of what we say today. We're going to send them our recommendation today. That I believe we're going to work with them to see the future of our country and our community. I strongly recognize the work we've done previously with Charama, who's in charge of Congolese and Beef in Amnesty. She's also aware of our presence today. She's at the moment in Katanga. And I strongly support that when we spoke to her last time, I spoke to her over the phone from Katanga. She mentioned how strong she's with us and how she feels being with us this afternoon. But overall, she sent tomorrow to be with us today. I really appreciate that Amnesty is listening to our issue. I strongly appreciate the presence of John, who is here. John was a vice chairman for Labour Party, and at the moment he's working very close with Ed Milban's office as an advisor. And he's also on a stand in our borough of Greenwich, which is something really unique for me personally. I really appreciate your presence here today, Joe, this afternoon, Joe. And I had a meeting last week with Joe, which was, we met with a few different authorities, and we discussed many issues. And what I believe is, as a community, we always show good respect, and we always like to work with Labour Party. Congo for Labour now is one of big activity with Congo for with Labour Party. And we have a good relation with Labour Party. We can see that your strong support here this afternoon. That shows how good we are and how we can make our community more stronger. And this message to our friend, my friend or my fellow country, this is not our country of origin, but it's something we're learning here every day. This is a strong political movement that is promoting justice, especially social justice, and always working for us, always standing for us people with voiceless. Labour Party has shown very good presence in relation to Congo issue. Although we have some concern, but we can't even minimize the effort they have done. We still want to carry on working together. And the Congolese peoples are also ready to support Labour Party. But we want to see more from Labour Party as well in return. Thank you for. I also would like to support the presence of Valerie here this afternoon. She come all the way down from very far. I personally speak to her over the phone. but then she had to abandon her time. She was in London last week, I think this week, and she had to come back again today, just to show how strong she is to want to work with us. When she received my text message, she said she's going to give her time today. I'm really very pleased for your time and coming with your daughter to spend this afternoon with us. I really appreciate it. And the Congolese are always very grateful with this, and we like to work together for more. Just going back to the presence of Congolese people, I want to speak in my language, so it's very important that it's more flexible language than I was to introduce myself. Bandeko bana Congo, bana Congo support na bana Congo ba continuation ya communauté na tombo le bino poko ya elanga vraiment les allées sengo mingi ona présence na biso nyonso lelo na kende ki liboso ko yamba bandeko na biso batika ki ba occupation na bango pe ba ya lelo mena kobosa na te ya biso pe bana Congo présence na biso lelo ezali motivation ya makasi na yebi ke sika tokutani ezali sika moko tomoni en cas esika ofana mais réunion oyo ezali réunion moko ekei déjà na ba makambo ebele pe ba recommandation bokosala lelo bokomona yango ke yango tokenda yango liboso mpona future ya mboka na biso kominimize te présence na biso oyo toyawa lelo bango nde baza na posa ya changement bango nde bazomona eloko mosusu epuis toza ebele d'abord une fois mais très sincère félicitations parce que ezali pourquoi ezali samedi toza makambo ebele mais botiki yango po tolobela makambo ya mboka na présence na bino nazomona awa bamama ya Congo Support vraiment maman merci namoni mama vice-présidente alobi lelo ezali komarke nga personnellement namoni présence ya Dedeline oyo achoke ngai azalaki athlète donc star na biso mais azalaki na problème sérieux ya solo toyebi yango problème na ye ekomaki ke na communauté discussion esalamaki ebele babiso basalaki propagande ya mabe mpona bango mais nayambaki bango nayebisi bango on va travailler nzambe azoyoka ngai jour bakende kosamba nalalaki te babengi nga bayebisi kaka bakoki to tozokota sikoyo toosamba mwasi na nga témoin ti na minuit nakokaki kolala te parce que elobamaki mingi na communauté nayebaki te tokosuka wapi soki bakangi bango na détention nasalaki effort kokutana na bajournaliste BBC, Sky, Al Jazeera nyonso balekaki na interview ntina biro na je prise tous ces risques mpona lokuma mboka na biso parce que bazalaki mise en jeu na bakonzi ya mboka balingai batia bango na danger lelo baza baréfugie en tout cas une fois de plus eza lokumu mingi mpona biso bacongolais mpona réputation na biso wana namoni ke tozotravaille bien mais mpona bandeko nyonso boyoki avocat bauti oloba lelo nayebi ke dossier président Gigal azali awa présence na ye asepeli makasi parce que atiki mosala na ye makasi na Newcastle azali représentant Congo Support na Newcastle na North East Londres mobimba président nayebi ke mosala na eza pasi surtout semaine oyo oza na problème sérieux ya liwa ya membre na yo oyo azali Olga Masamba aza membre na biso na Congo Support liwa na ye ezalaki vraiment kotouche biso mingi mais na koinforme yo tout juste na présence ya baavoka ya Fadiga ye moko atindeli ngai email et na koprofite d'abord mpona liwa ya Olga Fadiga ye moko atindeli ngai email alobi azozwa qu'elle soit en charge ye moko mpona justice esalama mpona Olga ndeko na biso wana akufaki na négligence médicale. Alors, I would like to say this. I forgot to mention about this. I discussed with Fadiga last week, and something I'm very pleased. We lost one of our member, Olga. She was dead as a result of medical negligence, and Fadiga is taking the case himself. I'll send him an email, and I received a very wonderful, grateful message from your fans, especially your condolences message that really come to all Congolese people. Message ya condoléance épée ya makasi na ba juif na ko informer ba biso pe soki toza na problème ya mbongo ba pele biso pe ndam donc c'est bon tozu pe message ebele ya bato ba London citizen tozu ya bato ba Belarus ba linga na biso nyonso ya Congo Support même le papa ba tideli biso condoléance pour na ndeko na biso Olga les autres témoigner vraiment que tozali na makasi mingi surtout membre ya Congo Support liwa na ye ezokende pamba te
Donc, président, tout travail non a problème. Vraiment, pour constater que on fait tout pour la vérité et et merci dans sacrifice au stamina équipe donc on a regardé pour la pour soit bien temps humilité na moni on a quatre na biso ba leader a commencé à porter en tout cas merci vous allez trop bien na moni pe na quatre na biso a lelo ba cause na biso pe ya communauté bazalia na consulta ki bango na esi bango tolo ba makambo mboka ya solo tozana problème sérieux avenir ya Congo eza wapi na moment tozoloba élection en 2016 ezoya constitution o efandisi mboka na biso elobi après 2016 Kabila o yazali Kanambe akoki koposer sous candidature te Kabila azomeka ko changer constitution ya mboka pouvoir a changer constitution ekoki koleka te soki amnistie esika tozali awa lelo ba autoriser yango te parce que ndenge azomeka kobeta porte na bakonzi bango bakonzi pe bazosenga support ya organisation oyo. Alors, le carré est déjà bien avant. Donc, je vous informe que Kabila a changé la constitution à la passe. Mais ce qui a changé en beauté, le Congolais de Sarani, le président Gando Azaliawa a respecté la présence de Nomakas. On sait que la mine lui répondre à Tunawana. La ministère Jean Mokreke Azaliawa, on sait que la présence de Nomakas. Vous allez faire mon cas, mon de l'organisation de la communauté de Bisso. Quand va y avoir président Gando azali bongo ngando le crocodile oyo aviva kaka soki ebale na tindiki mai na mikolo oyo ebala na sere problème mpona nini na kati ebale banzinzi bakomo otambola na ngando aomona na te nayebi te apermettre banzinzi batambola na kati ebale ebala kongo ya na pasi banzinzi baotambola mikolo bambisi ya mike baomolia bambisi me ngando azomona na te baokotela biso bauti soki na ebale mosusu soki na rwaka soki rwa nini kuna baye kokota na kati ya bala Congo bakongo boma bambisi ngando ya Congo na ebite so ile lo aboya kwa bomena ngaba bambisi wa sergent Azalia biso no stoyebiye sergent na kwa sina bilo ke botel ko ba mona bino ndire ba musu ba mama na ngondire ba yebi ba motel mama ngando ko nza mai azo ganga boloba boye bakaete na éviter soki ndenge na mipona mo krekese wana soki apa tumbola biso bana Congo mais hier là sergent donc une grande tête pour mboka na biso vraiment na sepeli na présence kabino présence pe ya ndeko na biso Dadi Azalia wape na biso eboye bien azali pe moko na kati ya bondeli na biso mais alinga koloba te na lingite na pas de véritable mais ba réunion politique ebele même ba politicien boye bana mboka na biso oh Jean-Pierre Mbemba oh banani Mamsuku baya ulia na ndavu neme. Mamsuku aliana akati afanya sana kabila to tuna hii. Azalia watu wote lense mke pego. Zape na hivi barabara Kongo support bele. Bino nyoso to yebi ke boyebi moni komanda pakasa zakuna. Avita tumbole kaka. Nazo mona pe papa po vraiment papa na biso wana boso boyebiete papa wana azali moko ya responsable nene na kati ya communauté na biso pe grand politicien donc nazo tala lisusu dire nazo bosana sorry soki na bosani bolinisa on dirait nazo mona nazo mona batu nyonso bazalia wa lelo donc mena okobosana mutu moko te donc mutu moko azalia na kati na biso azali moko pe ya mobundeli na biso ya makasi azala pe membre ya Congo Support naza ko se rappeler kaka tozalaki awa la fois passée na mouvement moko tobimisaki na mona za lelo moko ozotumbola batu kuna okola biso unique membre ya Congo Support azalaki na détention yo na bando olala te le président directeur a unité balobela mabe président makamna kenda tina détention otala alors lelo tozokutana na réunion à lelo Moïse unique membre ya Congo alors abimipe mizaki monso ye moko alobia mais na kati na biso tozana ndeko moko oya pe aza combattant mais atelema na biso na activité wana nyonso na kosenga ndeko na biso pe atelema po biso nyonso tomona ye naza kofongola débat sikoyo mpona makambo ya mboka. Suggestion na biso eza claire, tofongoli débat, mais avant napesa bino ouverture ya débat. Mokolimbisa ngai nazopesa 5 minutes na ndeko na biso oyo azali conseiller politique ya aide akoloba moke po makambo oyo aza nango mpona biso, parce qu'il faut faire kende pe towela temps mpona biso nyonso mpe tolongwa lelo. Alors comme ça tokozwa temps ya bakonzi nyonso topesa basuggestion sur l'avenir ya pays. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter and Albert and everyone for inviting me. As Peter said, I'm John Wilson, and I've been involved in the Labour Party and I've been sort of helping out Ed Miliband and John Carlos, who's in charge of the policy review, over the last year or so. I've been involved in the Labour Party in Greenwich Village, and I'm one of the people who are now standing for this election as candidate to be the next general election. I'm here really to I suppose try and sort of build the relationship between the Labour Party and the Congolese support group. I know that kind of David Miliband was very supportive, and I know that I've spoken to kind of Congolese people in my community, and there's a sense that sort of Labour was there, but perhaps isn't there in the way in which it should be now for the Congolese people, and I think that's true for people across the country in lots of ways. We lost an election after all, and so I suppose I'm here to kind of hear what you have to say about the kind of things that you think that Labour and British politics should be doing for you, and I want to hear your thoughts. But before that, I just wanted to say what I thought really, for me, is the kind of biggest battle within our politics, and I think some of the things that we've heard from solicitors and from others kind of touch on it, and I think it's the struggle, I suppose, between the power of money and the power of people. And I think the problem with Britain and with the world we live in is that we've given too much power to money. We've allowed the money to have too much power. And that's why you have multinational corporations kind of treating Congo as a place to kind of extract natural resources rather than somewhere where they should be developing people. It's why you have a company like Capital Business Services, we sound incompetent, but kind of making money out of asylum applications. And I think that's something that I think, and I hope that the Labour Party thinks needs to change. I mean, if we have a society in which kind of money has too much power, we have decisions being made by a small number of people in the banks, in the energy companies, and so forth, and we feel that we're working hard and kind of not getting anything in return. And I think that the shift has to be about kind of putting people power back into our politics and into our economy and our society. And I think the Labour Party is getting back to that with Ed Miliband, and I think that's fantastic. The Labour Party was founded in rooms like this, with people like you getting together to support each other. People who are in trouble, who are facing difficult situations, and it's about people kind of organising themselves to defend their living standards and fight oppression and be a power within the land to confront the power of money. And I think that that's what we need to get it back to. And I think that some of the things that the Labour Party is talking about now, where you talk about an economy where you have regional banks that where sort of local businesses and local unions and investors kind of get to talk together about who to borrow their money to, rather than the big companies. Talking about sort of taking power away from the energy companies which are charging us too much money. Sort of energy bills are continually going up. I think that's something that we're sort of getting back to. But it needs your help, I think. And if you like that kind of agenda, then get involved in Labour and get involved in the Labour Party. I mean, a few comments about sort of immigration and the way in which immigration has become this huge political issue. And for me, the problem is that we've lost the places and the institutions where immigrants and people who've been here a long time can meet and get on and understand each other and have that sense of shared life together. And I think that think about how how that kind of shared life in the towns and cities to live in can come back through the kind of local institutions. I think the Congo support is a really great example of that, the way you reach out to the communities, the way you sort of are there for Congolese people, but continually sort of drawing other people into into your politics, and that's absolutely fantastic. So I guess that's sort of what I think, and what I think our politics needs to become more about. But I wanted to kind of just for 5 minutes hear your sense kind of what do you think? What's the sort of what do you love and hate about the Labour Party, and what do you think kind of Labour needs to be doing? Kind of now maybe it isn't doing. It'd be great to hear your thoughts.
Ok, dès qu'on a vu ça, c'était ça, plutôt le speech naïf, à se présenter, après conseiller la partie politique à Labour, et à remercier M. Opito Nandenge à béni Sakié, pour que Ayako de Bahawa, Labour Party, et ça a été le logo dans Congolese Support Group, dans le domaine EPG, et vous, comme on dit, tu peux expliquer, tu vas faire on a Italie va honorer l'avocat, dans beaucoup de choses. Ils n'allaient pas suivre parce que le système économique est changer de temps en temps, de toutes les façons. Le moment où on va aller pour se préparer pour l'élection, ils allaient pour se préparer un candidat pour que Labour Party et Zonga Koyangi à Bukodinambo Babou, Yangwana a besoin de Yoka. La question directement est
good evening, sir. My question is, as a Labour Party, we all, the way we all vote like Labour all the time.
Still in the UK, they are part of UK society. Now, are we going to come out to help them? So